Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Twining Leaf Mini Pendant. This is the 182660. A lot of details on this, so let's jump in. Let's talk about the size of the fixture body itself, and that's the distance from the bottom of the glass to where that kind of curly decoration is going to end. It's coming in at 23.5 inches high. The glass is 6 inches in diameter. That's going to be the largest part of this as far as the diameter goes. Overall height, which you can achieve from using Hubbardton Forge's interconnecting rods, now you've got 27.5 at its shortest, 72.2 at its longest. If you need this to be longer than 72, drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 182660 and tell me what you need it to be. So tell me if you need it to be, 86 inches overall height or 104 or something like that, or even possibly shorter. And then what I do is I take your email, I send it over to Hubbardton Forge where it goes through customs and engineering, and it'll come back to us with an answer. A little more time, a little more money, but with something we do every day. So let's move on from there. Let's talk about how Hubbardton Forge is using these interconnecting screw together pipes that are very simple to use. And there's a picture of them next to me. How you put this together is basically you're going to be putting down a couple nice towels on your counter. You're going to lay your parts out, okay? So you're going to have your fixture, and don't put your glass in until the end. Fixture body on the bottom, and then you're going to have your other parts. You're going to be feeding the wire through these pieces, and then after you've fed it all the way into the canopy, which is this guy here, then you're going to be screwing these pieces all together. So it's going to be much easier to get the wire through smaller pieces than longer pieces, one whole thing, okay? So you're going to be able to get up to your, like I said, 27.5 to 72 just using combinations of these, and you're fine to go there, right? On top of that, let's talk about that canopy. So, before we go there, you're going to be getting 3 of the 12-inch pipes, 1 of the 6 and 1 of the 3, okay? Just something, a little tidbit there. Canopy on the ceiling is going to be 5.5 inches in diameter. It's going over your 4-inch junction box, and how we look at more information on that is we look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on the side of the screen midway down. You're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how it goes together. It's going to show you some good line drawings of the inside of the canopy and how the canopy goes together, which is pretty simple too. So lots of good details there, so always take advantage of that if you guys can, okay? On top of all that, this is slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees automatically. You don't have to do any custom to do that. There's a little knuckle built in right here. Look at that. So right off the bat, you're 45 degrees slope ceiling adaptable with no problem, okay? Top into socket inside. It's going to be using Hubbardton Forge's porcelain medium base socket. That's the bigger bulb we all grew up with. Very simple. You can go up to 100 watts for incandescent. That's going to be because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. But you're probably going to be doing LED, and it's really up to you what goes into this. That piece of glass is 6 by 5, so it can accommodate quite a bit. You can probably without a problem get a 100 watt equivalent LED. You should have no problem getting possibly even 150 watt equivalent LED to get you all the light you need to get out of this. It is a dimmable fixture, so make sure you tell your installer you're going to be using a dimmable LED if you want to go there. And I talk about all the time color of light coming out of LEDs. So you'll notice when you go shopping in stores, Ace Hardware, Home Depot, your grocery store, they all have LEDs now. You'll see a wide range of color temperatures, and they go from 2700 Kelvin up to like 5,000 or 6,000 Kelvin. And you'll see the little K symbol on there. And that's really going to be going from super yellow to like blue. So daylight, which people think is like a setting sun, and it's not. Daylight's like a hospital waiting room light. That's super blue light, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. So if you like that, go for that. If you like much, much warmer light, 2700 Kelvin, that's like an incandescent bulb, even dimmed down more to make it super yellow. That's your setting sunlight, and that's going to be, like I said, 2700 Kelvin, so go for that. In the middle of all that is 3000 Kelvin, which I think most people want to go for. That's the nice warm light coming down on my hands right now from these LEDs above, and I find that to be the most prevalent in all of the LEDs out there. I see 3000 Kelvin all over the place, and that is a warm white, but make sure you really zero in on that 3000K. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's Opal glass is not just another piece of white glass, This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.